In a country of 330 million people, there is or was one place with a population of exactly one. One man, one town, 10 acres, and a zip code he technically owned. And on a windy spring day in 2012, that man decided to put the entire town up for sale. Today, we're exploring one of the strangest stories in American history, a frontier boomtown that shrank to a single heartbeat, and the day it became the most unexpected international auction of the decade. This is the bizarre, true tale of Buford, Wyoming, the town that sold itself. Buford wasn't always tiny. In the 1860s, it was a bustling railroad settlement along the new transcontinental line. Thousands of Union Pacific workers lived here, foot, engineers, rail crews, laborers. For a moment, Buford was a frontier hotspot, practically a boomtown. But once the rail line pushed west, Buford faded. Workers left. Families moved on. Buildings emptied. By the 1980s, Buford had only a handful of people left. By the 1990s, just one. Meet Don Salmons, Buford's mayor, sheriff, postmaster, road crew, store clerk, and resident. For decades, Don lived alone at 8,000 feet elevation, running the one-pump gas station and the tiny convenience store that travelers used as a rest stop. He didn't just live in Buford. He was Buford. But living alone at the top of the Rockies isn't romantic. It's lonely, hard, and every winter storm means a one-man fight to keep the town alive. Over time, Don's wife passed away. His son grew up and moved out. And then, there was nobody left. Imagine waking up and realizing you're the entire population of a town. You're the mayor, the fire department, the zoning board, the chamber of commerce. Every door you open, the post office, the store, the pump, is your responsibility. For Don, the isolation hit harder every year. After decades of running Buford alone, Don made a decision almost nobody expected. He would sell the entire town, not the house, not the store, the town. When he first contacted an auction house, the staff thought it was a joke. Then he said, "No, really, I own the whole thing. I want to sell Buford." They realized he was dead serious. Within weeks, the story went viral. CNN, the BBC, Vietnamese newspapers, Russian media, everyone covered it. America's smallest town, population 1, was up for sale. April 5th, 2012. Over 50 registered bidders show up, the most people Buford had seen in decades. Reporters stand shoulder to shoulder. Cars line the highway. The tiny gas station parking lot looks like Times Square. In comparison to its normal quiet, the auctioneer steps up, clears his throat, and declares, "We will now begin the sale of the town of Buford." What's included? A 10-acre town site, convenience store, gas station, a 3-bedroom modular home, parking lot, cell tower lease, the town sign, the official zip code, and the bragging rights to America's smallest town. The starting bid, $100,000. The next bid jumps to $150,000, then $200,000, $300,000, $400,000. Within minutes, it's a bidding war, not between Americans, but between two mysterious foreign investors. The crowd murmurs. Who are these people? Why do they want Buford? The bids accelerate. $700,000, $750,000, $800,000. Finally, sold for $900,000. The crowd gasps. Reporters rush the stage. One of America's tiniest towns just sold for nearly $1 million. The winning bidder steps forward, a Vietnamese businessman named Pham Dinh Nguyen. He had seen the news story circulating in Vietnam and felt inspired. Owning a whole American town sounded like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Pham explained he wanted Buford to become a kind of cultural bridge, a symbol of Vietnamese entrepreneurship in the American West. And so he rebranded the town. Buford became Findley Town Buford. The gas station stocked Vietnamese coffee. Travelers from I-80 stopped in curiosity. New signs went up. Vietnamese television crews filmed specials. For a moment, Buford, population 1, became internationally famous. But the experiment had challenges. Fam rarely visited. Running a global coffee brand from the middle of Wyoming proved difficult. Eventually, the ownership changed again. Yet Buford, in all its smallness, lived on. Buford is more than a roadside oddity. It's a symbol of the shifts happening across rural America. It represents the decline of frontier rail towns, the hardships of one-person communities, global fascination with American icons, and the way tiny places can still tell big stories. Travelers from all 50 states and countless countries stop to take photos with the sign. Some come to say they visited a town of one. Some come just to meet Don Salmons, the man who kept the town alive for so long. Buford is proof that even the smallest dot on the map can capture the world's imagination. After selling the town, Don Salmons moved to Colorado. In interviews, he said, "I gave Buford the best life I could. Now, it gets a new life without me." He lived alone, but he created a story that touched millions. Buford, Wyoming may be the smallest town in America, but its tale is one of the biggest and strangest in the history of the American West. This has been Stories of the States. Thank you for listening, and stick around for the next incredible piece of American microhistory.
Welcome to the History of United States YouTube channel. My name is Clyde Chester and I'm 68 years old American. Please subscribe my YouTube channel for more history of United States.